Hi guys, it's Naomi Rose from Wrapunzel. In this video I'm going to show you how to do a zigzag crisscross effect using only one scarf. So I've been doing it with pashminas lately because it's chilly, but you could really use any long rectangular scarf. You start, there's two ways to do this. I'll do both in this video. One of them leaves you with all of your ends up like a big bun effect, and one of them leaves one tail down, so whichever you prefer. I'll start with the version that leaves all the tails up because it's a little easier. Alright, so you start with the pashmina. You want the ends to be equal, so place it in the middle of your head. You do fold it under a little bit like this, but not as much as you usually would when you start a wrap. Normally you would fold it under to the point where the front starts here and the back ends right at the nape of your neck. In this case, you want to fold it just a little bit, like so. Make sure your ends are the same length. And you should have extra fabric back here. I'll show you how long it is in the back. Doesn't have to be quite that long, but you should have at least, 3-4 inches of extra fabric below the nape of your neck. I'll show you what you're going to do with that in a minute. Okay, so pick up, you pinch with your hands here and here, just behind your bun, and you're going to lift and move it up and forward. You want to move just enough fabric that the end is now by the nape of your neck. Okay, so now this looks like a mess. So you have all this extra fabric back here. You're going to take this fold and you're going to pick up a little in front of it and move forward. And don't worry if you have some extra, this is the one you want. This you're going to manipulate by pinching and moving so that the front overlaps the first fold here, so it's right next to your face, and the back goes back diagonally. Don't worry if it looks messy. It's this line as opposed to this line. That look right there is the only thing you need to get right. So hold here, hold this, and then gather all of the scarf on either side in your hands. Then you're going to tie a knot at the back. All right, now is the fixing part. You want to pull this so that it really is the first thing on this side rather than the purple. You want the pink. And pull this back so that the fold is truly diagonal, like this. All right, step one. Now you have these two equal ends. This is a little bit easier, this variation with all of your ends up. All you have to do at this point is to fold this end in neatly. Find the color that you want at the front. I'm going to use this sort of orangey color. And make sure this end is nice and clean and folded and tight. And you're going to use this as another zigzag angle here. Don't worry so much about what the back looks like, so long as it's not over your bun. It doesn't matter if it's messy. And then tuck it in at the back. Okay, now you can manipulate this angle. So pull this back a little bit, pinch and pull this forward a little bit, so you have this nice effect going here. Now, same deal with this one. Choose a color that you want in the front, make the fold nice and neat as your first edge, gather everything else together, and then this fold is going to go right here, like that. And you can move the rest of it to the back of your head, and then bring it around, tuck it in at the back, in whatever way you feel best, and there you go. That's the ends up version. I'm not going to finish it completely just for the sake of time, but you get the idea. You could even make pleats back here if you wanted, but really the only fold that you have to do in this whole wrap is this first one. The rest of it is just bringing the ends over one at a time. Okay. So version 2 is for the ladies that want a tail over their shoulder. So I'm going to have to undo all my hard work. And this time, right, shake it out. I'm going to move it way, way over so that just a tiny bit is on one side. Now I'm going to do the same move where I pick up and pull forward, but in this case you have two dissimilar ends. Actually, this could be even more overt. How about like that? All right. So you're going to pick up, so here's all the extra fabric back there. You're going to pick it up behind your bun, one on each side, move it forward. And so that once you've moved it up here, the end should be right by the nape of your neck. All right. Now here's your extra. Move the extra forward so you have that pleat that you're going to work with by your face. All right, now in this case, the sides are specific. So on the side that you have the short end, the angle should be far back, like back here. On the side that you have the long end is where you want the angle, first angle, right by your face. We have to do some fiddling to get it to sit how you want. Okay, so I'm going to pull this right by my face, pinch this and move it back a little bit, and do the same thing. Gather, gather, tighten a knot. All right, so here is your tail that you're going to leave down, and you want to work with the pleat here to make it just right. So you can move this a little closer to your face, move this a little farther back. Alrighty, now you're ready for the next one. So this is slightly more tricky because right now you want to get one going this way and another one, but you only have one end. So you're going to make a fold in the end. So start with whatever color you want first. Choose the color, make everything else just loosely folded, and make that next pleat, like so. Now, what you want to do, kind of lean your head over sideways so you can let this end hang. You want to make another fold with the same end. So normally you'll get a natural fold somewhere in here, pick it up with your fingers, move it forward, and then find this leading edge, pull the leading edge back, and this on top of it. And don't worry if you get little wrinkles, you can smooth those out later. Important thing is to get the angles that you want. There we go. All right, so pull this back, this forward. Hang on to everything once it's the way you want it. And you're gonna move this around, like here. And here, there is a pocket. So you're gonna bring this up and tuck it in all the way around. I'll turn around so you can see. It's normal for this to be a little messy back here after you tuck it in. So you want to kind of fiddle with it and fix it. And I got this nice accidental pleat here that I didn't even try for. That happens sometimes. So now you have your zigzag with a nice tail, and it's all with one scarf. So enjoy. This is a pleating video for a one scarf zigzag. See what you can do with it. It looks wonderful with a plain scarf as well as with a multicolored one. So do some experimenting and see what you like best. Enjoy!